Listen. So left the apartment and got into the hallway. Started with the ambulance, the noise campaign, the sirens from the ambulance. All right. This is after I just uploaded a video, which I talked about what they were doing in home surveillance. Every time Pam comes over to me or something like that, or if I go ask a question, the New York Predator Department will use their sirens to intimidate. Like I said, it's a false narrative of who I am and who they try to make me out to be, right? And then trying to deceive people into believing that. And like I said, when I look at this program, it's bigger implications. They're trying to sell a lie. They're trying to sell a lie, basically what it is, and they're trying to sell deception, right? Into having people microchip for the purpose of keeping an eye on them, to engage in psychological warfare. That if these people realize what's done to them, that they can set them up, they can emotionally manipulate them in order for them to commit a crime or something to where they can remove them from the broader society, right? Because again, I always talk about us being the evidence of the crimes that America has continued to commit, the non-consensual human experimentation program. Right? And then one of the things they constantly do too is looking down at my shoe. Right? I want you guys to understand how target you, not just through psychological manipulation, right, and gang stalking, the cursive persuasion program, but to damage you psychologically and then try to, escape accountability, right, by them psychologically damaging you, okay? So I want you to understand the way how they think. These are the dark triad personality types. And they, again, do not want to be held accountable on what they do within society, how they recruit people that have very narcissistic personality trait and increase their narcissism even more. All right? Because again, when you're a narcissist, when it comes to accountability, you have the thought of accountability don't even come into your mind, don't cross your mind. And this is why I say a lot of if you see this within the black community, particularly within black women. All right, and again, you can go look up these black therapists, female therapists, that talks about every time they point out something to black women when it comes to them speaking about their relationship and why their relationship failed, they never come back. They never come back. Why? Because when somebody, or when a professional who's doing their job diligently and and trying to truly help their clients, right? They cannot get black women to hold themselves accountable to anything, right? And the minute you point out the things that they've done in the relationship that caused the relationship to fail, they don't they don't come back, right? Which is hilarious. Again, when you look at it, all right? And it's not black women's fault. I have to keep saying this. We all are being programmed, particularly us in the black community. We are being programmed more so than anybody else, any other group of people, and we are being programmed negatively, right? In what is called having a menticide mindset. We're programmed with a menticide mindset, a highly illogical mindset, So, it's interesting. Like I said, 2 decades ago, you would hear women telling men, "Oh, you think you a man because you got a penis," or they'll say, Well, stop thinking what you think. Now, these women are even worse. They're worse than how black men were conditioned in the 80s and 90s. Right? Now, their sexuality is on full display. They'll tell you that the kitty is magical. They say what they bring to the table, they bring good Pussy. They'll tell you that. But a man, you got to bring everything. You got to bring 6 figures. You got to be having a nice car. You know, you got to be 6 feet tall. You got to have a 6-pack. You know, you got to have a big DICK. You know, you know what I'm saying? You got to have all these things. And what do they bring? They can be fat, overweight, obese, ugly. You know, but their kitty is magical. Right? They got some bomb-ass kitties. That's what they say, right? Yeah, you ask them. They're all over social media saying the exact same thing. So I'm not making this up. But that's how they've been conditioned to be hypersexualized. And I keep saying this, white people, they will turn us into the very stereotypes in which they say we are to justify what they continue to do to us. All right? Sadly, you know, we don't even understand and even recognize that. Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys in the next video.